My peoples, good morning and happy hump day. Do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, it's just going to happen every single Wednesday. Every Wednesday I upload, you're going to get a little digital underground. Sorry. So, yeah, hopefully I don't sound like I'm talking to you guys from inside a dumpster this time around. I don't know what happened with the audio on that last one, but forgive me. Please forgive me. And GoldenEye. Please forgive the MP7 use. Sorry, I hope you're still around. I hope you didn't just click off and dislike it. I thumb it down. I thumb it down for the MP7. I don't care. I get the job done. This is a long video for what I typically upload, but it's a really nice comeback. So I thought, I'll be a little long-winded today, and I'll just, drag some stuff out, stretch it out. I'm doing the TV Anchorman, stretch it out, and that guy was like, why are you shooting at me? Because there's a guy behind you. Oh, get out of the way, Zeddy. So, let's just get right into it. The most recent YouTube drama is between this guy, Raw Instinct, who I had never really heard of, and this guy, Illini, who I had also never heard of before today. And before we even really talk about, what happened, well, you know what, let's talk about what happened. Okay, so this guy, Illini, has had a relationship, in YouTube terms, and Zeddy's got a sniper rifle. This can't end well for him. No, it's not. It's spoiler, it's not. I don't even think I get a shot off with this. But anyway, so Illini has had a friendship, if you want to call it that, I guess, a relationship with this guy Raw Instinct for a couple months now, and there's been some issues over Raw Instinct, basically using like the same thumbnails and doing the same tips and tricks videos, posting just a couple days after this guy Illini had posted his, and apparently, according to Illini and T Martin, this guy's been doing it to T Martin as well, as far as taking a tips and tricks video that T Martin did using a very similar thumbnail and talking about the same tip or trick, and that therein lies the problem that this guy Illini has. He says that's stealing, that you're stealing content and using it for your own channel. So let's talk about what constitutes stealing. And I think, the textbook definition of stealing is, taking something that's not yours without paying for it. In YouTube terms, I think we get into a real murky area here as far as what is a definition of stealing. According to Illini, putting up the same tip and trick video days after he posted one constitutes stealing in some way, shape, or form. So you have to kind of put yourself in that mind frame of, of what is stealing, and what is stealing in terms of how YouTube and stuff. And God, I spent like 30 minutes watching Keemstar and Blade, and they had Raw Instinct on along with Optic Midnight, talking about this, and I wish I could have those 30 minutes back. I don't ask me why I did that. My brain cells are fewer, and I can't afford really to lose that many more brain cells in one sitting, just because, as we all know, I'm old. So DJ brought up the point, though, that is it not like the news? When somebody has a tips and tricks or a patch note video, or aren't you kind of relaying the news? And so that's kind of where he was coming from. And same thing with Blade, though. Blade, of course, kind of contradicts himself in the thing, saying, well, I wouldn't want somebody putting my name in the tag of a knife only video, because then they might get views off of my videos, and it's like, well, you see, again, now you're getting kind of into being a little bit of a hypocrite. And let's talk about that too. There is so much hypocrisy from the big guys, and I'm doing the air quotes with my fingers right now, the big YouTubers. And what's funny, it almost might be a generational thing. It's all fine and good, you know, until it happens to you. So I would ask iFlyIllini, have you ever illegally downloaded something? And you know, without knowing the guy, I don't know him. I know he's like 22 and he's in the Air Force and stuff. But just based on his age and knowing how he grew up in the information age, he's probably downloaded something illegally in his lifetime. So is that not stealing? And if that's the case, then are you not being a hypocrite when you talk about somebody else, you know, maybe stealing from you? And again, that term stealing in terms of putting up a YouTube video that's similar to yours. Now, I'm not talking about copying and pasting or downloading, you know, a video and putting it up on your channel that's, you know, not your content at all. I'm talking about this kind of murky area of talking about the same thing that somebody else is talking about. So iFlyIllini, I would ask you to answer that question is, you know, have you ever illegally downloaded a song or software or, you know, or anything? And if the answer is yes, which I think it probably is, then you lose points and, oh, yes, and that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for this guy, little head to stick out so I could shoot him. You lose points because you've done the same thing in the past. And it's like, you know, you can't really get on your high horse and pontificate and opine about people stealing from you when you've stole from people yourself. So, you know, that's hypocrisy, and you know, I call out hypocrisy. And while it's not confirmed, I'm pretty sure this guy's probably downloaded something in the past that wasn't his. So, back to the whole thing. I mean, this guy, iFlyIllini, had a chance to get on Keemstar and Blade's podcast to kind of, you know, hash it out with this dude, Raw Instinct, and he chose not to. I can't say that I blame him so much because I wouldn't really want to be on Keemstar's show either. And just if, for the off chance, Keemstar, you see this, just so you know, since apparently in your book it's cool, I'm going to be taking every single tag from that video of your podcast, and I'm putting it in the tag of this video. Because that's cool, right? Or, no, is it not cool? Because when it happens to you, it's not cool, but when it happens to other people, it's okay? And that's what is, like, the most infuriating part of YouTube commentators is this whole, you know, it's okay as long as it doesn't happen to me. If it's happening to other people, I'll talk about it till the cows come home. But when it happens to me, ooh, you better not put my name in your, you know, in your tag if you're doing a knife-only video, right, Blade? Right? Isn't that how it works? That it's okay when other people do it, but when it happens to you, there's a problem. Ugh. So that's it. You know, you guys decide for yourself. I'll put links to both these guys' channels. You can, you know, they're all on Twitter. You can look them up. But this video, I thought was, this gameplay anyway, I thought was awesome because it was just such a nice comeback. We were down like 8 or 9 with, they only had like 5 or 6 to go. And we are now up 1. Make that up 2. Oh, up 1. What's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to stay out of the firefights for the most part. I'm going to chuck a grenade. Let's try to get a kill. No. Oh well. So I'll leave links in the description of this video. You know, these guys' YouTube channels, and you know, you can watch the video if you haven't already. The guy from iFlyIllini, and you know, the podcast, Good Bad Kids something or other. DJ, I'm stealing it, just so you know. Oh no, don't do it to me. It's okay when other people do it. Woo! Anyway, 31-9. Guys, thanks for watching. This is Papa ZD saying have a great day, and I will see you next time. Peace.